Hey guys, it's Emmanuel from Maxshine. Today we have our mini cordless polisher, Black Edition, that has just arrived. We also have a minivan in our garage, so we're gonna take a look around and see what this thing can do. So here we have these water spots on the actual chrome. We're gonna go ahead and hit those and remove those water spots. And then if we take a look here, we have a scuff, which this can be removed very easily. So we're gonna go ahead and hit that today. And then lastly, we have our tail light. This plastic gets a lot of swirls. We're gonna hit that, smooth them out and clear them up. Here we have our rotary with our 2-inch backing plate. We're opting in with a yellow foam polishing pad. Once we go ahead and hook that on, we're gonna go ahead and put our polish now on it. You only need a little bit. What we'll do is just kind of smooth it out with our finger. And now at a very low speed, we're going to start polishing the chrome. You can go in a slow back and forth movement. And staying at the slow speed is okay. You don't need to go faster than the lowest speed. When you get to these close corners, you can use the edge of your pad. Since it is a rotary, you get much more flexibility on just these smaller, tight to reach places. Okay, let's now wipe off the excess and see our final result. This looks pretty good to me. We got a nice smooth finish, but we're still gonna go ahead and hit it with a DA now. Sometimes the rotary can leave some hazings. The DA will go ahead and remove that. We're gonna now use a finishing pad that comes after the yellow pad. Put on our compound. And now, dab it a little across the piece. We can use speed 3 or 4 here. And sometimes when you're doing these longer jobs, you can go ahead and use the trigger lock. So you can go ahead and take your hand off. No need to worry about pushing down the trigger. Speed it up a little. Okay, so now let's go ahead and inspect it. And now it looks pretty good, a nice clean finish. Took out the water spots. You will see some of the, some etchings in there that can come from normal rock chips, just from driving around. Besides that, water spots are cleared out and you have a nice shiny piece. Okay, so here we have our scuff mark, and what we're gonna do is now use a microfiber cutting pad with some cutting compound. And now we're ready to begin the polishing. You wanna start at a low speed with the rotary and go in a back and forth motion. Sometimes you'll see that for very new pads, you'll see some of the fibers fling off, which is totally normal. Okay, now with that we did it one pass with the rotary. Gonna go ahead and use our light and our polishing towel to see how well we did. Okay, so you can see that we took a lot of that scuff off. You may see maybe minor scratches in there, but I would say about this is a 90% removal, which is more than enough to get the kind of results that you're looking for. Next, what we're gonna do is go ahead and swap out rotary to our DA so that again, we can remove some of that hazing that was left over from the first stage. So now that we switched to our DA, this is gonna be the 3mm DA attachment. We're gonna now hook our red finishing pad. Just need to apply a little bit of compound. We can now dab a little bit. Start on the low speed to spread out your polish. And then increase it to about 5, 6. You want to keep it very level so that you don't stall and go in a cross-hatch pattern. Okay, once we went ahead and finish up the second step, we're now going to inspect with our light, remove any excess polish, and there you have it. Our scuff is now mostly removed. You can see very little and even very smooth to the touch now relative to the paint around it. This is all you need to remove any scuffs or body marks that you don't want on your car anymore. So we're gonna hit this back tail light. This black plastic piece is now gonna be hit with our rotary. I went ahead and added the extension to it. This comes in the kit. We have a microfiber pad here. This is our 1-inch. Now we're gonna go ahead and add some compound and blot it along the trim. I wanna start on a low speed again. You want to work relatively quickly because rotaries do produce heat on the surface. And use a lot of back and forth motions. And at times like this, when you are working for a while, it's important to, check how much heat you're producing with the back of your hand. If you're okay, go ahead and hit it again so you get the result that you want. So it looks like a lot of our compound has been already been polished into the piece. So now we're gonna use our light and inspect and remove any excess polish. Okay. Now we're gonna swap out to our DA to remove any hazing that you might see. Let's go ahead and switch it out. Okay, we went ahead and switched our rotary to our 3mm DA. This is a smaller space, so we don't need a lot of throw. We went ahead and opted in for the yellow polishing pad, a little bit firmer since we're now working with the plastic. We're gonna go ahead and get right to it, apply some compound. And we can dabble this along the piece. Start on like a medium setting, level 3, just to kind of work it around. And then we can go for a high speed, keeping it level so that it doesn't bog down. You don't need to add any pressure at all, any downward pressure. The weight of the polisher is all you need to do the polish work. All right, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and inspect it and remove the excess. Okay, so we removed a lot of swirls, a lot of the minor scratches. Of course, all the deep ones are gonna be pretty hard to reach, but I would say it's about 70% removal, which is a lot better than what it was looking before. So there you guys have it. Make sure to comment down below what you guys think. And also don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.